you hate it when this happens? Oh,
Oh, what? I found a hair in it. Well, this just happened. We're gonna stick true to the recipe. Oh! Oh, no. I'm gonna feed it to the French rats. I forgot. 1.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce.
I will be making 3 of the most popular recipes from top cooking YouTubers. First up is Nick DiGiovanni. I hope I pronounce it right. Master Chef
The person whose journey in the MasterChef kitchen ends here is Nick.
Almost. Nick first popped off on TikTok, but lately he's become a huge YouTube star. Let's see what is his most popular recipe. I don't know Mr. Beast or Mark Rober, nor I have the budget. Good thing Nick has another channel called Nick's Kitchen. There we go. Perfect. 5 cheese mac and cheese. Let's go.
Okay, now Nick starts off by boiling pasta. Let's fill the pot with water. Ooh. Now, salt it. I think that should be enough. All the Italian grandmas should be happy. Now this goes to the stove. Pasta water is boiling. Oh, in goes our cornetti pasta. I'm not gonna use the one Nick uses. I'm gonna use the mac and cheese pasta. So in goes 500 grams. Boil it for around 8 minutes. A wooden spoon on top. Now in the meantime, we can grate some cheese. Of course, the most important cheese, cheddar, the orange sharp cheddar. Without it, the mac and cheese would not be this orange. Look at this mountain of cheese. Mozzarella for meltiness. Now we can pour in our cheddar. Now it should be Gouda, but Nick said I can use any 5 cheeses I like.
And remember, if you want different types of cheese, you should use different types of cheese.
Since my fridge doesn't have Gouda, I'm gonna use this, I don't know what cheese it is. I just found it in my fridge. I just hope it's not expired. Also, if your cheese becomes gooey, just throw it in the freezer for a couple of
minutes.
That way it will be firm and you can grate it easier. Our third mountain of cheese. Boom. Sir, they've hit the second tower. I don't think I've ever grated this much cheese for anything. Now this is how your cheese will look like if you put it in the freezer. Keep it in the freezer for a bit less than I did. Hard as a rock. Hands are freezing. Need gloves for this. There we go. God, it's slippery. Actually, the first recipe, well, one of the first recipes on this channel I made was mac and cheese. That's a good workout. Guess I'm skipping the gym today. Okay, that will do. Now all the prep work is done. Final thing to do is just carefully mix every cheese in there. This is satisfying. So these are 4 cheeses, and the 5th cheese, from my understanding, is Parmesan. That will go on top later on. Again, pick a larger bowl than I did. That's what we do on this channel. We pick too small of a bowl every time. As you remember, I said that I picked too small of a bowl. Well, this just happened. Now let's set this aside and let's go see how our mac is doing. Okay, the mac should be done by now. Ooh, now let's drain it real quick. Now what I will do is put all the mac and cheese into the Pyrex that we will use and set it aside. I guess this deep dish will not do because it's full of mac and there's no space for cheese. Start off with our cream. In goes 1/2 liter of milk. Now it's time for aromatics. Garlic. I'm gonna crush it with my hands one more time. 3. Garlic is in. Now, 1/4 teaspoon of fresh brown pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon of smoked sweet paprika, and 1 whole teaspoon of mustard powder. Of course, let's not forget our little thyme, a good bunch. Rip! Okay, I should have cut them. There we go. In goes our thyme. Maybe let's mix everything in a little bit, and let's wait.
A few moments later.
Let's get all the aromatics out. And now is the fun part.
Cheese.
Let's get 1/2 of our cheese here. Oh my, it's already gooey, just like in the video. What I love about this recipe is that Nick uses the same pot for pasta and the sauce, which is awesome. Less cleaning afterwards. Let's just put our mac, crumble it in there. Pretty hot. I feel no pain anymore.
I'm fine.
Now let's bring this to the tabletop. Let's set the broiler on. Whoa! Look at this! Now let's get a bigger dish and let's fill it 1/2 with macaroni after we grease it lightly. Let's get our cheese. Let's start layering it. Now let's put the other half of the cheese. So much cholesterol. Oh, final cheese. I'll just eyeball it. I think that's enough. It is time to go to the broiler, I guess. Oh yeah, baby. Now the only thing left to do is to taste it. Wait, let's listen. Let's give it a taste test, shall we? Cheese stretch. Flippin' hell. Let's taste the crispy part. Hot damn. Wow. Okay. I need this part. Woo! It's not as smooth as I hoped for, but it's still pretty good. I need one more bite. Just one more. This is the best mac and cheese I've ever had. The ones I ate at restaurants, this mac and cheese beats them all. Never had like this garlicky mac and cheese. It is sweet, cheesy, creamy, and crispy, even on the top. If I would rate this on a mac and cheese scale, that would be an S tier. Overall, I'd say it's an 8.6. It's goddamn good. Good job, Nick. Now let's move on to the next recipe.
Now it's time to make Papa proud. Joshua Weissman is a great chef and cake model. Not anymore, sadly. I have tried a plethora of his recipes, and they have always turned out amazing. His most popular recipe video is probably the Popeye's chicken sandwich with his signature burger buns. But a lot of people have done it already, and I want to be different. I want to stand out. Let's go to his new channel, specifically dedicated to recipes, and make the most popular dish over there. Steak and fries? Let's go!
Now the recipe is called steak and fritters.
Frites.
Basically steak and French fries. Now, since I made way too much mac and cheese, I'm not gonna make the fries. I'm just gonna make the steak. What Joshua uses is a New York strip. Now, since it's a thick cut, you can salt it very generously. Now, freshly ground pepper. Collect everything. Put a paper towel on top. So I guess our steak is done. Well, it's not done. Well done. No, I don't know. Please don't be well done. Oh no. Also, we can pre-crush 4 cloves of garlic. Oh! And now let's go to the stovetop. Great. Turn the heat on high. Then let's add in the oil, 2 tablespoons. Now let's look at our steak. Look how much moisture there was. Now, I'll try to do medium rare, but I don't promise that I will happen to hit the 57 degrees Celsius. So I will be happy with a medium steak. Starting to smoke a little bit, so I'll lower the heat. Let's put it away from us, right? Ooh, baby. Now I don't have tongs, so there's a life hack for you. You can use 2 forks. I think it's time to flip. I think it's time to not fuck up, so I'll just use an instant read thermometer. Oh shit, it's 25. It's cold inside. 38. Maybe it's time to baste it.
Based? Based on what?
Throw in the thyme. Oh, baby. Thyme was a bit wet. No, like a World War III in here. Let's throw in the garlic. It's time for 2 tablespoons of butter. And let's get the steak to the far side. We used garlic and thyme in the mac and cheese. Should fit perfectly. This smells like heaven. See the temperature? 55, 53 degrees. I think we're done. I'll remove it from the heat. And let's let it rest for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Put all of that butter, oil, garlic mixture on top. While the steak rests, we will make the sauce. Now Joshua made 2 sauces, and he said that one was easier. So guess which one I'm gonna make.
That was easy.
Let's start with shallots. You're gonna need 1 shallot. Now I have 3 of these very small shallots, so let's just dice them. Then 2 cloves of garlic, finely cut. 1 tablespoon, was it, of black peppercorns, coarsely crushed. Yeah, I'll use a pepper mill. I'll just set it on like the maximum setting. And we're set. Let's go again to the stovetop. And 2.5 tablespoons of butter. Once all of the butter is melted, we add 1 tablespoon. Just let them roast for a little bit. Don't let the butter brown. Okay, now it's time for the shallots and the garlic. So in goes the shallot and the garlic. Let's sweat it a little bit. Yeah, we can salt it a little bit right now. It smells very nice. Get your smallest cup in it. We're gonna pour in 1/4 of a cup of whiskey or brandy or whatever. That was not smooth. Whew. we should put it on low heat, but I'm gonna turn off the heat because I don't want my house to burn down. Already had this accident when I was making vodka pasta. Link on how to make that in the corner or in the description. Basically, I put in the alcohol and the whole pan burst into flames. Good thing I had like this towel to cover the pan with, because otherwise, yeah. Make sure there's no fires around and pour in your alcohol. It's gonna evaporate. Let's turn the heat back on. Next up, we will put in some good, fresh, homemade beef stock. I think it's time for the cream. Now, half a cup of heavy cream. I'll mix it all in very nicely. And let's make it reduce. This is gonna be way too much sauce. That's the thickness I like. Let's see how the back looks. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. Think our sauce is done. Let's plate up the steak and let's taste it. I forgot. 1.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. That'll do. Let's give it a taste test. Holy smokes. The sauce alone is 9 out of 10. Feels like it's mushroom sauce, but there's no mushroom. What the f? Steak has rested. Let's move all of that green stuff and garlic away. It does smell magnificent. Let's cut it up. Please don't be wrong. Please don't be well done. Oh no. It's well done, isn't it? Yeah. I ruined a perfectly good steak. You can see some pink in it. I will still enjoy the steak. Now, before plating it, I'll pick one piece from the inside, like this one. I'll just taste it on its own, see how it tastes. Holy moly. Of course, the butter is the star. If anything tastes good, just know it's a lot of butter. The meat, I've overcooked it, but I still enjoy it. Now, that was a fail on my end. The meat is still pretty juicy, so yeah, let's plate it up. Some caramelized garlic. Now, our mac and cheese. Straight from the microwave. Oh yeah, look at this cheesy goodness. I'd say this is better than the fries. And now, the star of the show, the sauce. I feel pretty stupid because I was cooking only 1 New York strip and I made a batch of sauce that is enough for 2. This is gonna be way too much sauce. Oh my lord. And would you look at that? I call this one an American heart disease. That's my recipe because I added mac and cheese. Right, it's time for a taste test. Good chunk of meat, rich, creamy sauce that looks like it has mushrooms in it, but it doesn't. Oh my f***ing god. Holy moly. What? How does the first sauce taste like? Oh, let's do mac and cheese. I said mac and cheese is 8.6. Well, then this is 11. Just a 10 out of 10. Because the steak with the sauce, it beats the mac and cheese like twofold. I just had sex with my mouth. A lot of people, especially on Reddit, hate Joshua's videos for its editing style and maybe jokes, I don't know, but the dude knows what's up with food. Okay, I'll just go in and finish this. It's amazing. Let's go to the next YouTuber.
Future Canoe. He also started off recreating Joshua Wiseman's burger buns recipe. I told you. Now we will be making his most popular videos, most highly rated fire noodles with cheesy potato recipe. Let's go.
Okay, now it's time for Future Canoe's fiery noodle recipe. Start off by opening the noodles. Yeah. We have the sauce packet and the flakes packet. Set these aside, fill the pot with cold water, and let's boil the noodles. Okay, so no salt, no nothing.
You guys already know that I start with cold water because I really feel like it doesn't make a difference.
Turn on the heat, and I'll just cover it. It has been 2 minutes. Turn off the heat, and let's go to the sink. Now I guess we could use this brand new sieve to drain our pasta, but we're gonna stick true to the recipe. Yikes. Oh no, we lost some. No. Glad we have some survivors. We're doing great. Hope this is worth it. Oh, come on. Sieve would have been much easier. Let's just raw dog it. Oh, God. We are good. Oh, hot, hot, hot. We're good. Now it's time for the sauce packet. Much better. Get all of that gooey goodness. I'm pretty scared of this recipe because, to be honest, I'm not good with spicy food. I have just now started eating jalapenos, and yeah, they are spicy to me, so... Okay, I just washed my hands. Some of it stuck on my finger, now it's orange. I don't know what radioactive material it is made of, but I hope it tastes good. It don't smell good. I hope the cheesy potato really does fix it. Right now, if I eat it just with the potato, it's actually very good. But as soon as the potato ends, I'll just lick it a little bit. Oh, baby. Let's just set these aside for now. It's time to cut up some potatoes. Well, technically one potato. Since I have these small potatoes, I'll be cutting them up. Now this time, I'll pour in some hot water so it boils faster. Now we will not need a bunch of mozzarella. That should be good. Push them through a sieve. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit messy, I think. Now turn on low heat. Let's add in 2 tablespoons of cream, which I don't have. So I'm just gonna substitute it with butter and milk. I hope it works. No. And let's add a pinch of mozzarella cheese that we shredded earlier. Plus American cheese that I just don't have. More milk or cow juice. Mix it. I think I need more cheese. Let's add in this much because I definitely know what I'm doing. Let's continue mixing. Maybe a little bit more milk. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I'm done. Let's go serve it up and let's taste it. Okay, the cheesy potato goes on top. Yeah, I can already see it. It's way too thick. So yeah, that's it. That's the dish. Get the seaweed packet. Let's decorate it. And would you look at that? It does look way better, doesn't it? Okay, I guess it's time to try it out. Try and get that cheese pool, right? It's kind of working. Not really. Come on. The noodles are already cold, so let's dive in. Come on. Wow. I guess the milk and the potatoes helps with the heat, but to be honest with you, I don't even know how this tastes like. It's just hot. I do enjoy it when I put it in my mouth.
That's what she said.
But it is just hot. Right now, if I eat it just with the potato, it's actually very good. But as soon as the potato ends, hot. I don't know if I can finish this. But taste-wise, it's a 6 out of 9. It's nothing special. I don't feel like it. Oh, I need milk. I guess that was it. If you want, you can subscribe. If you don't want, don't. Leave a comment which recipe you enjoyed the most. And, oh my god. Why? On an empty stomach. I need a glass of cow juice. Peace. Oh god.
Today, I will be traveling across Europe and visiting some of the oldest
It's like one of the oldest bakeries, I guess.
and really expensive bakeries,
Belgian waffles, they're expensive as hell, but you must try them.
all in the hopes of finding the best tasting dessert in Europe.
First, let's start off with Germany. Welcome to Germany. Straßenschäden. Yeah, Germany, where the beer flows like wine and the rave parties happen in Berlin. We're trying the German Berliner. As I read on Wikipedia, this donut got its name from JFK, John F. Kennedy, when he said, "I am a Berliner," or something like that. Yeah, you know that guy?
As a free man, I take pride in the words, Ich bin ein Berliner.
So that was a fucking lie.
Anyway, this is a very old recipe. It's basically what you call Americans a jelly donut. So it's a donut with jelly in it. I don't think it originated from Berlin, but it was one of the first books printed on the printing press, which had this recipe. So yeah, let's give it a bite.
First bite.
I don't know what jelly is in the center, so yeah, let's rate it. Oh yeah, it's raspberry jelly, the classic. I can feel it fresh. I'm a sucker for these. This one was bought in a bakery or bakery. It's freshly cooked. Now for me personally, this donut goes hella well with milk, and I would like to enjoy it more often, but it's unhealthy as hell. And the powdered sugar on top. Now to rate it, I give it a solid 9. If it would have been fresh, that would have been a definite 10. Next up, Belgium. Okay, so we're in Belgium. Today we're going to taste some Belgian waffles. It's so cringe. Let's just go.
And we're going to the King of Waffles. It's literally their name.
Alright, I took the classic, the holy trinity of all combos. Chocolate, whipped cream, and strawberries. This combo is like the Three Stooges, except for slapstick comedy. It slaps. It's a bit melty, so let's dig in, let's try and get everything. Oh, it's crunchy. Let's get this one big bite.
Oh, so much rice in one bite.
Strawberry and yeah, that's what's up. This is good. The waffles hella crunchy. Also, I feel like it has this, I don't know, it's like caramel, probably butter. Yeah, lots of sugar. It's very caramelized. Anyway, for this one, I'll give it 9.69. Super delicious, super crunchy, and the inside is amazing. Maybe even 10. Next up, banana with whipped cream. Let's dig in. Look at this crunch, this sugary layer on top. Oh, listen. These waffles are something else. Now let's get the banana and some whipped cream in one bite. Yep. Look at that. The banana and cream combo is also unbeatable. This crunchy, look at this texture. All that is missing for me is the hot fudge on top. This would be like sundae. You know what? This one is also 10 out of 10. It's 11 out of 10. Okay, next up, Oreos. Whereas, as you know, come from America, land of the free. I'll have this small bite over here with cream and everything. You can definitely taste the Oreos. This one, out of the three, is the least favorite because the Oreo is a bit overpowering, but it gives extra crunch with the waffle. I'd give this one an 8, just because of the waffle. Okay, 8.5. The whipped cream, the waffle, and I'm a sucker for Oreo, so yep. Okay, Belgian waffles, they're expensive as hell, but you must try them. Overall, 9.5 out of 10. Experience wise. Score wise. Croissant. It's what French bulls have instead of horns. Probably, I don't know. Okay, so started. I don't know French. This croissant looks hella good. It's super flaky. It's so flaky and crunchy that I will need to use Head and Shoulders afterwards.
I went to the store and found 7 in one shampoo. They even got caffeine in there. You can brew a cup of coffee.
You can feel a lot of butter in here, which is nice, and it's, as of now, one of the best croissants I've ever had. My bar is pretty low. Before coming to France, the best croissant I ever had was from Lidl, the German supermarket chain. Also, the experience of going into the store, beautiful. And it's like one of the oldest bakeries, I guess. 18th century, that's insane. But they even gave us a sample of new chocolate they make, which was very nice. It's one of the best looking croissants I've ever had or saw on Instagram. The price was great. €60, that's cheap. Overall experience, I'd say it's a 9.7. The service was amazing. So taste-wise, it's a 9.5. Now, the best. Du pain et des. I'm not even gonna pretend. Now this one is very flaky also. Look, it just falls right off. Yeah, and look at the inside. It's like full, no air pockets. Spread evenly throughout. It's super crunchy. Let's give it a bite. This croissant was 2 times the price of the other one, the store, which is negative points. The price, it's insane. €3.50 for one croissant. When I had this one for half the price. But taste-wise, this is the best croissant I've ever had. Yeah, I can definitely taste the vanilla. Taste isn't 2 times better. It's just better. Service was great. Overall, it's an 8.3. But taste-wise, it's a 10. What am I doing with my life then? Oh, just comment down below, say hi to me. I'll say hi back, or say I suck.
Let's go! Okay, so to start off, we will need to beat... Well, yeah, we will need to beat these 3 eggs. Damn it! There we go. Double kill! So this pancake recipe is mostly made during the holiday, which is like the pancake day, or how's it called? Wait, or Mardi Gras, known in USA. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Just basically Shrove Tuesday. I'm Lithuanian and I celebrate Užgavėnes, which is also related with the Brazilian carnival. Yeah, you know that one? In Brazil, you have beautiful dances. In Lithuania, you have Porky and Hempen Man.
Do you know the Hempen Man? The Hempen Man? The Hempen Man.
Yes, I know the hemp man. Yeah, that's right. And what they do is they fight each other by pulling a rope. This symbolizes beating winter and spring coming, which is, yeah. Okay, so now add in 500 milliliters of warm milk. Now the milk shouldn't be hot.
Man can never be hot.
It has to be around 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. Because to it, we are gonna add 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Otherwise, our yeast will die off. Then we're gonna also pour in 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now, most recipes tell you to bloom the yeast first, but I personally think that it's not necessary if you're using dry yeast, as long as the yeast hasn't expired yet. So now just mix everything very well. And I think, again, I've used not large enough bowl. But anyway, that's a future problem of mine. I picked too small of a bowl. Then we can add this Korean salt that I have, just a pinch of it. Of course, we could have done it in the flour, but who cares? I think the yeast is pretty well mixed in. Now it's time for the flour. We're gonna add in 500 grams of all-purpose flour. Oh, look at that. It does fit. Now on top of the flour, let's add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And that's mostly it. Now just mix it well. It should look like yogurt or sour cream consistency when you're done mixing. So what was I saying? That holiday. A lot of countries celebrate Lent, which is like 7 weeks before Easter. It's like, yeah, a Christian holiday. And we also burn an effigy called More, which is like symbolism of winter, so we just burn it. I think that's pretty badass compared to dancing. And yeah, like Brazil, they capitalize on that shit. It's like international. And us? Who wants to come see this? Like, I don't know. For me, it's beautiful, but not a lot of people want to see an effigy being burned down.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Standing in a cold-ass winter weather, seeing 2 people drag rope. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. This is the consistency we're looking for. It does look a lot like sour cream or something. Now, this is gonna be the crucial step for making these pancakes super fluffy and airy. And delicious, of course. Covering it with a damp towel. Now we're gonna let it sit here and rise for around 20 to 30 minutes. So there has been a critical mistake in my judgment. Let's throw a foreshadowing clip right over here. Again, I've used not large enough bowl. As you remember, I said that I picked too small of a bowl. Well, this just happened. I screwed up on this one. So this dough rises quite a lot, okay? Pick a bigger bowl. Learn from my mistakes, okay? Oh my god, it's dripping all over. No. That's why usually when I make these pancakes, it seems like the dough just never ends. Also, if you don't want to wait that long, or if it's cold in your home, just put it in a 40 to 30 degrees Celsius oven to rise. Keep an eye on it and don't let this happen. You might ask, why is this pancake recipe racist? Well, let me tell you a story. But first, let's add in 50 grams of melted butter. And now, let's just go to the stovetop and make some pancakes, shall we? I will never learn, will I? Why is this recipe kind of racist? Well, it's not. It is a tradition out here for kids to make scary masks out of like toilet paper and glue. It's for scaring off winter. But usually what they do is they come to strangers' homes. It's like Halloween basically. And they ask not for candy, but for pancakes. And they always have to say these words that we were taught, which translates to, we are Jews of Lithuania. We ask for pancakes and coffee. If the pancakes are not made, please give us some money. Yeah. Great success, Anyway, this is our Halloween, I guess. Put in a little bit of oil, turn the heat on to medium-high, get a giant plate, line it with paper towels for the pancakes to stay crispy. And now let's grab our bowl of dough. It should have been like this, and that would have been enough, but I just left it for too long. And let's spoon in our dough. While we will bake these, the dough will rise again, and it's gonna seem like this is like an infinite bowl of pancakes. As you can see, they fluff up really nicely. Just gonna get a spatula. These pancakes are very similar to flapjacks, and it gets this yeasty flavor, which I don't think a lot of you have tried. Maybe you have. You can eat these with whatever you like. Maple syrup, just some jam. It doesn't matter. Look how fluffy. I'll finish up with these pancakes and we'll go and feast, shall we? I'll just look at the pile of these beauties. Look how thick they are. You see? Oh, it's hot.
Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, hot, hot!
It's like super light. Just pure air. Oh man. Let me give it
Taste test. Look at it. Oh my god. It's like a sponge cake. Oh, and the crispy outside. Oh my god. Let's go serve it up.
A few moments later.
Okay. Let's get these pancakes. Oh my god. You can stack them, of course, like that. With the American look, you know? Oh, look at that. Look at that shit. Let's pour in some of that maple syrup. Look at that. It's dripping. I need a knife. Oh, dude, that's what I'm talking about. I personally have never eaten these pancakes with maple syrup, but here it goes. First try. Oh, fuck. Oh, Mother Jesus. No, Mother Teresa. Holy shit. They're honestly, I can truly say, these pancakes are honestly better than flapjacks. I said it. Just go make these, please, please. Oh my god. Oh. What's up, LOL gang? Today, I'm making a dish that I have never tried making before. What's a better way to teach people how to make a recipe that you haven't tried yourself? And what is pink soup, you might ask? Well, it's this thing right here. So today, we're making a dish that is beetroots in sour milk, a soup that is actually eaten cold, and a man that finds hair. There's another hair in it. Okay, so before we start off, there's a little bit of prep. We need to boil 2 to 4 eggs, hard boil them. I usually use, well, I never done this recipe. Anyway, I will use 2 eggs, which is plenty for me. So on how to do that, there's a video up here, and I'm just gonna do it quick. Get a little pot, fill it up with cold water, place the eggs. Yeah, let's go to the stovetop. Now let's boil these eggs on a wide angle for about 13 minutes until they're hard boiled. Also, during this time, you can boil your beetroots if you don't have any canned beetroots, which is necessary for this recipe. These have already boiled. Now, turn on your cold water. Now let's let them sit in this cool water until they cool off. Great! Now in the meantime, what we will do is grab ourselves pretty sad looking chives. They've been sitting in my fridge for like years. Let's get a knife and let's cut them thinly. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can leave some to decorate later on top, but I won't. Now I'll put in all of these chives in, like so. And here comes my mother's secret recipe for beetroot. God damn, I can't pronounce it. It's too hard. Beetroot soup. Beetroot soup. Pink soup. Anyway, we'll add a pinch of sugar. Just a pinch. A pinch. A little pinch of citric acid. I haven't seen anything like this in any of recipes on the internet. And a pinch of salt. Maybe 2 pinches. Maybe 3. If you like, you can add some pepper. I'll add a little bit, not too much. And now, have this cocktail crusher or pummel, how is it called? I don't know. We have to crush these chives into all of that salt sugar mixture thing. Now that's basically the hard part, except the potatoes that we will boil later. Now let's get our board back. Let's cut up 1/2 of this torpedo cucumber. I just cut up this much of cucumber, okay? So what we will do is first we'll slice them into discs. You can use a mandolin for this job. Okay, I think that's enough. I'll leave this bit for later. Now, let's chop them up into smaller pieces. We cut them lengthwise, now let's cut them horizontal wise. Pink soup, right? So this dish comes from like the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Those times, you know, people fought each other with swords to sort out and bows and arrows and horses. Yeah, those times. The good old times. And basically, during those times, this dish became a thing of a peasant. Aren't we peasants?
Is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand?
Well, let's add in all of the cucumber into the pot. Now I think our eggs should be done. Get them out. Let's get them peeled like so. And let's slice them. Oh, look at that. It's perfectly boiled. But yeah, this dish was like the one of the peasant and mostly like the farm worker, because during the summer it would get really hot and some people would cool off this way by eating this so-called soup that is cold. Which I still don't get why it's called the soup. I don't know. Let's put our eggs in there. Oh, we lost one. Now also, I forgot to tell you, but you need to have like a bunch of dill put in there, like fresh dill. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use some dried dill. Even today, this dish is being used to cool off during summer, maybe by farm workers also, I don't know. I hated it at first, but you know what? I grew to love it. Now, get 1 can of marinated beetroot. Yeah, put the Russian accent in there. It's more authentic that way. Now, it is so popular in here. Listen to this. that people actually just make their own beetroot, like marinated beetroot, which is the case with me. This is like marinated beetroot in
apple juice.
I'll just drain it off a little bit, not fully. But you can find canned beetroot, like canned marinated beetroot in like the Eastern European aisle of your shopping mall. That's a thing still? I don't think so. Basically, go to the Polish section and it should be right there.
Bober! Hey, kurwa, bober!
Now, if you can't find it, just boil a whole beetroot. Just grate the beetroot that you boiled and it should be the same, basically. Bay leaf? Nobody wants that. So this is like a whole can, which is 400 milliliters, or another bay leaf. Nobody wants that. Get out. I'll find every pepper in here. I'll just yeet it out of the way because I hate finding pepper in the soup. And a hair. Whose hair is in there? Look at that. Oh, Jesus. I found a hair in it. To the trash. Okay, now there has to be another pepper. I just feel it in there. Uh-oh. Okay. It's not a pepper. That's a bay leaf. Out. Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe I actually was wrong. Let's get this blood off my hands. Actually, I'm making this dish because it's like the pink soup day in Lithuania over here. So yeah, quick little promo for Lithuania. What's up? Hit me up, government. Anyway, that's basically it. Now the final part is getting sour milk. Yeah, or kefir if you don't have sour milk. But I prefer like the sour milk because it's way lighter, it's not as tangy, it's way more smooth basically. Kefir consists more of like bacteria from yeast and stuff, and this is just old milk basically. It just went sour. So yeah, I'm gonna pour in 1 quart or 1 kilogram in my case. Look at that, it's cum consistency. Yeah. As you can see, we even have plastic bags of this stuff, like they do in Canada with milk. Great! So now it doesn't look pink, so let's make it that sexy pink color. Mix everything. Oh my god! What the hell, dude? You know what? That's pretty well mixed in. And look at that. It's pink! Who would have thought? Now it's pretty cold out of the gate when we make it, but usually you can put it into the fridge for like a day for that hot summer. So actually that's what I will do. Look at that pink stuff. So this goes to the fridge for like 20 minutes or so until we peel our potatoes. Anyway, this dish is super forgiving. As you saw, there's barely anything that could go wrong. The prep time takes the most time and there's no boiling, no pots, no pans, nothing. And I urge you to try it. It's a unique experience that not a lot of you probably have tried. A little warning, it might be bad, so don't make a lot of it. Anyway, so the second part of this dish is very important. It's the potatoes. We have to salt the potatoes right and pick the best potatoes we have because we eat this dish with hot potatoes and cold soup. I usually like to just put some hot potatoes into the soup and eat it like that way. That way is very good. So, boiled potatoes, you know how it's done. Get another pot, clearly not washed. Same pot that you boiled your eggs in. Fill it up with water, then add in a bunch of salt. Now, what I was taught that you can't oversalt your potatoes. Similar, oh shit. And yeah, let's just boil the water and put some potatoes in the water first. Peeled potatoes. I would suggest 3 medium-sized potatoes per person. So let's go to the stovetop. Let's add in our potatoes and let's boil them. Let's drain our potatoes. There we go. What the hell is this? Now here comes our big ass bowl of beetroot soup, our pink soup. Now let's plate it up. So in goes 1 scoop, okay, maybe 1.5 scoops of our finely mixed root soup. And don't use your hands for this, but in goes in half. Oh, Jesus. Look at our potatoes. Oh, baby. Oh. Hot. That a little bit more of that dill, and would you look at that, we have ourselves our pink soup. Our pink soup. Okay, so this is it. Let's see how I've done. Now again, as I said in the beginning, this is my first time making this thing. Let's see if it tastes like my mom makes it. Take some potato, I just throw it in there. It's like hot potato with everything. Yeah, actually, I didn't fail. It tastes pretty good. Not as good as my mom makes it, but you know what? It ain't bad. There's another hair in it. So many hairs in this episode.
Don't you hate it when this happens? Oh you're boiling your favorite pasta, rice, or potatoes. You look away for 1 second and there's a mess that only an influencer apology video can clean up. Introducing wooden spoon. This spoon made of wood is your friend that will save the water from overflowing and being stolen by the Nestle Corporation. A wooden spoon helps prevent a flood in the kitchen. Today, I will be recreating and rating
I'm gonna feed it to the French rats.
Babish's most popular videos, most popular dish. Let's go!
Ratatouille, kurwa, ratatouille, chodź!
So first job on the list is
blanching some tomatoes.
Grab our knife and we just score all of our tomatoes so it would be easier to peel later on. Then let's get a bowl with cold water. Let's go to the stove. Okay, the water is boiling. Now let's add in our tomatoes, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's start, remember the order? Yeah, this was the first, definitely. And let's put them in the cold water. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Just put them in 1 second intervals. Oh my god, it's gonna overflow. And now the water is hot.
The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babes, man's hot.
So what I will do is just replace the water with cold water. After you blanch them, it should be very easy to peel off. As you can see, the skin just comes right off. There we go. 1 tomato down. How many, I don't know, left to go. That's our tomatoes blanched. Now we can use the same stove to char our yellow, red, and orange peppers, as per Babish.
Yellow, orange, and red. Or just red, who cares?
Since I don't have metal tongs, and wooden tongs would be a mistake, in my opinion, we should just do this. Okay, something is starting to burn. It does smell like barbecue in here. Oh, let's get our third buddy in there. Anyway, what I love about Babish is that he's not afraid to make mistakes. I especially enjoy his series Botched with Babish. He admits he made a mistake in one of his videos and he just tries to make it better. Okay, this is gonna need a deep clean. If this even feels like 10th of what it feels like to work a grill at a restaurant, huge respects to those people. I'm sweating my balls off. Okay, I think these ones are done also. Now let's put them under a foil so they would peel easier.
Cover the hot steaming peppers with some aluminum foil. This will help soften the peppers and make them a little bit easier to peel.
Now let's peel the skin's off. Look at the hands.
Your hands don't look like this while you're eating your lunch. Must be a liberal sissy. Must be a sissy boy.
I'm gonna call this the nail technique. Right now, I'll just set these aside and start cutting the vegetables. So grab your sharpest knife, or just sharpen your knife, whatever. And now let's try and cut the tomatoes as thin as we can. Let's continue with our zucchini. Okay, are they thin enough? Oh yeah, they're thin as hell. Now, I didn't find yellow zucchini, so I'm just gonna use a bit more of this green one. That's why I'm a bit worried it's not gonna look as it looks in the movie. I think that's plenty of zucchini. Now, the last vegetable, let's make some space. Our eggplant. So one big chunky boy. Just hope it's gonna be good. Like, very good. Also be very careful with mandolins. They're probably one of the worst. When it cuts my finger, it hurts. My fingy hurts. There we go. That is it. Now this doesn't look nice, but we can finally do our base, our sauce.
Raw sauce.
Is this gonna fit in? Let's add in 3 core tomatoes, then all of the scrap tomatoes. Yeah, this dish is gonna be way too small, as per usual. Good. Now we add our scraps of other vegetables. Our beautifully cored out bell pepper. Now a quarter of a yellow onion, 2 cloves of garlic, leaves off of a fresh sprig of thyme. And now let's use a high-powered blender. Now also we're gonna need some chicken stock that I have here fresh. So from my understanding we have to puree it until there's nothing left. Also I'll add a bit of salt. I don't think Babish said anything about it.
Season with salt.
Fresh rosemary. I think this is good. I will taste it. It does taste like soup, but you know what? Now all that is left to do is assemble it and put it in the oven. And look at this beautiful pie dish. So I'm just gonna, probably the most tedious part, putting everything one by one. Oh my god.
Now we're going to start shingling vegetables, alternating in a pattern across the bottom of the dish.
This is gonna take ages. Time lapse. Okay, so there it is. Finally, I've done it. Look at this beauty. Now to finish it off, Add some salt, fresh ground black pepper, some fresh rosemary, and last but not least, drizzle some olive oil. Or spray some olive oil on top. Now this goes into a preheated 225 degree Fahrenheit or 107 degrees Celsius oven for 1.5 hours. Oh, and I forgot, let's put a parchment paper on top like so. Okay, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. A ratatouille.
Someone cooked here.
So this is it. This is Remy's ratatouille. I'm not gonna say anything. Doesn't look cooked. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, enough tasting. Let's plate it up like they plated it in the movie. Let's get the widest plate we have. Then I made this ring mold from tinfoil. Let's hope it holds up. Oh, no. And right here, put it on top. And I'll just spray a bit more sauce on top. Now it's time to remove the mold. Please stand, please stand, please stand. Yeah, boy! It is standing in place. I didn't expect that. Some parsley on top. Now the final thing that is needed is one chive.
Whoops, and I forgot Remy's single chive garnish over top. My bad.
There goes one chive on top. Voila. Okay, maybe this chive is a bit too big. There we go. Now that is ratatouille from Ratatouille. I can't wait to try it. Expectations are pretty low because it's just vegetables with nothing else. Now it's time for the taste test. Let's rate it from 1 to 10. From 1 to whatever 10 is in French and 1 is in French.
10.
Omelette du fromage. I wish I could speak French.
Let's see if this is good enough to save a restaurant from an evil reviewer.
Let's try the red sauce, I guess, first. I actually think, yeah, it's undercooked. It needs more time in the oven. But maybe I'm wrong, so let's see what the fuss is all about. Get the tomato and everything on it. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It's not good. The tomatoes are very acidic. The vegetables are hard. Maybe I've oversalted. I don't know. Let's give it one more try. Yeah, I don't like it. Maybe I put too much pepper on it. It's super acidic and hot even. As it is right now, I would rate it a solid 4. Because I feel like, ooh, it does look nice. But the taste says otherwise. Yeah, it's pretty iconic, and look-wise, it's a 10 out of 10, like in the dish. In the plate, it's also like 9.8 out of 10. Taste-wise, Jesus, it's very bad. Glad I made this huge batch. Well, somebody's gotta eat it. I guess French rats enjoy it, so I'm gonna feed it to the French rats. Today I'm gonna be making 2 identical pizzas. This one took 3 hours and this one took 3 days. The only difference of these 2 pizzas is the dough. So let's go and make some pizza, shall we? So let's start off by making the 3-day pizza dough in advance.
Yeah, get a scale. On that scale, put a bowl. In that bowl, put in... draw a heart on it and leave it in the fridge for 3 days. Then it's gonna ferment and bring out all these beautiful flavors.
Okay, first let's get our scale. Add in 300 grams of all-purpose white flour.
That's quite racialist, to be honest.
Seems like we're running out of flour. And then we're gonna add this many grams of salt. I usually do it by eye. Now set this bowl aside. Let's get a measuring cup. I'm gonna add in 210 milliliters of lukewarm water. It can be 30 degrees Celsius. Also, do not forget to stay hydrated and drink a cup of water. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Good. Now, we're gonna add in a teaspoon or 4 grams of instant dry yeast into the water. Also, I like to add a little bit of sugar for the yeast to feast on, but you don't have to do it. It's gonna be just fine without it. Now get a whisk, quickly mix in the salt, get your work surface area ready. Oh, this was not supposed to be here. And now mix the yeast to get it activated and off these corners. That's the brown liquid I like. And let's just pour it in. Now it's time to knead the dough. Now gently turn in the flour. We're going for 70% hydration on this dough. It's gonna be pretty sticky. You can get it out on the work surface that I'm gonna flour a little bit, just a little bit. And let's knead the dough. Now our goal here is to make good gluten development in the dough so it passes the window pane test. You don't have to have a window for that test. The dough is starting to become cohesive and not as sticky, which is good. That's what we want. I have old man hands from this dough. Not that I'm old. Maybe I am, I don't know. Do this to get the dough off your hands. Just rub them together. And now you can pick up the dough and collect all of those chips. Dough chips. I don't know how you would call them. But look at this dough, it's becoming smooth. This is a pretty good morning workout for the wrist, I guess. Does bring back. Now let's do the window pane test. You take your dough, you spread it like this, and as you can see, it tore apart. If you can see right through it and it doesn't tear, the dough is good. More kneading. Naughty dough.
You're teasing me, you naughty.
Just flip over and press. Flip over and press. And that should be enough. Come on. I'm getting tired over here. Look at my hands. They're all crusty. Bring back test. It does bring back. Kinda. The window pane test. Eh? Hey, it's still tearing apart. God damn! More kneading is needed. Just keep on going. Yeah, it kind of passes the window pane test. You can see it's not ripping apart that easily as before, and also I can see through when I put it up to a window. I think this dough is ready. Now you can just do this technique where you tuck under like this, or put it on the table and with both of your hands just, I don't know, do this, like tuck under. Try to tuck under with pinkies, I guess. I don't know. Nice springy dough ball. See? Sprung back. I'm just gonna lightly oil the bowl with olive oil and plonk it in there to rest. It's gonna rest for this long. Cover with plastic wrap. That's the wrong side. Great! So now we have both of our doughs. This is the freshly made one. And damn it, look at it, beautiful dough ball. And then we have the one I made 3 days ago. Smells pretty good. Now each of these bowls should yield 2 pizzas. So let's get ourselves deep dish pan or any other place to proof our dough. Now I'm gonna flour it with some flour. Good. Now get a spatula and let's get this dough ball divided into 2. Now I'm gonna use this technique I talked about earlier, where I just pinch the bottom like this and squeeze to make a beautiful dough ball and set it on this side to proof. And I'm just gonna repeat it with the rest of the dough. And now our aged dough. Look at these nice bowls. Not these ones. A bit more flour so that nothing sticks. Rub the balls of dough and we're set. Now let's just cover them. Now we're gonna let them sit here, rise and proof for about 1 hour. Good. Now, meanwhile everything is heating up, we can prep our ingredients. First, I will be making our tomato sauce, which I've done countless times, but this is gonna be a speed version.
There's a bomb on a bus.
I'm gonna leave 1/2 of the onion and the other half will go to the sauce. Let's get 2 cloves of garlic. These go straight into container. Some salt, pepper, and of course some basil, and my personal favorite, oregano. Now, here comes the homemade red sauce. Now let's get our stick mixer, pulse a few times to get our garlic mixed in, and in goes our freshly diced onion. And we have our beautiful red sauce. Mozzarella. Never buy that pre-shredded starchy stuff. Some shrooms.
We might have ate too many mushrooms.
We're gonna use a mandolin for that. Good stuff. The onion that I left from before. bell pepper. Oy. And now, all that is left to do is get the meats. I got here some beef ham, some bacon.
Gay bacon strips. Gay bacon strips.
And of course, let's not forget our pickled onions. Now I'm gonna make both pizzas identical, except for one thing. We're gonna have two different doughs, and we'll see if it makes a difference or not. Let's get our pizza peel. Now look at our dough balls. It's a bit too much. It's been 3 hours. First, let's get our 3-day fermented pizza dough. It does stretch nicely. Now, does it move? It does. Sauce. 2 good spoonfuls. Let's put our cheese. I'm gonna use like half this mozzarella. Some people prefer like dry mozzarella because pizza doesn't become soup. Also, let's put some of this dry, low moisture mozzarella. Put some of these shrooms, some of this bacon. I like also margaritas very much, but today I'm feeling extra meat. Onions, why not? Couple onions, some of this bell pepper. Probably I should leave like this part, for example, right here, where it's just gonna be cheese for taste testing. Then goes in our pickled onions. Trust me, this is insane. Like, I don't know who came up with this recipe, but thank you. And believe it or not, final ingredient, barbecue sauce. That is almost over. Now, let's put it in the oven. And get the pizza out. Oh, shit. It's a bit trippy. There we have it. Our fresh pizza. Now a bit of oregano on top, that's what I like to do. And let's get our other pizza ready. Again, flour, our peel, and let's press our 3-hour pizza. I refilled the bottle of barbecue sauce. That's ready to go. So see you in like 15 minutes, and then we will compare. And there we have it, folks. Our 2 beautiful pizzas. Let's got this one also. Where's that piece? There we go.
Oh, hot, 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 hot.
So this is our 3-hour pizza, and this one is our 3-day pizza. I'll wait for the 3-hour pizza to cool off, and then I'm gonna taste it. In the meantime, we can taste test this 3-day pizza. This one has been sitting for a while, but yeah. I'll start off with the crust. It's crunchy and a bit tough, at least for me. I don't know. Let's see the cheesy part. Okay, I can feel the taste very well. It's chewy because it was sitting around for a while, I guess, but it's not bad. Also, the salt levels are pretty good. Let's compare with this one. This one is, of course, fresher. Move this bacon piece. Oh, let's try the crust. Again, crunchy as before. Okay, I lost all the cheese. I mean, yeah, you can feel the fermentation in this one. The dough is richer, it has more taste. This one is just, it's nothing. It does nothing for me. It's like eating a plain baguette. Let's try the cheesy part. Of course, this one is fresher. You know what? I prefer this one. Taste-wise, this one is a bit more chewy, which I think is a plus, and it has a way better taste than this one. Now, the big question you might be asking, is it worth the wait? Absolutely not. I know some people stand by it, but 3 days for pizza? No. Unless, of course, you know you're gonna eat pizza in 3 days, then yeah, sure. This is the lazy method, and it tastes better. But other than that, if you want pizza today and not in 2 days' time, just make it like in 3 hours. It's perfectly fine. And the browning, like, this piece got like charred. I don't know. For me, the small improvement in dough taste and texture doesn't equal the weight of pizza fermentation. So yeah, I hope this helps. Now let's taste with everything on. Yeah, this recipe is insane. Like, it's not traditional pizza, but if you haven't tried this combo on a pizza, it's a must. Thanks for watching. See you later. Peace.